Hi, Catherine.
Hi, hello.
How are you doing?
Carmen, nice to see you.
So we have Catherine Fridey today.
Yes, we do. We're very excited to have you here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And you are the award winner of the... Yeah,
Yes.
there you go. So cute and so beautiful. The movie trailer of what's the name?
Overturned Bucket?
Overturned Bucket.
Congratulations. I was really drawn into the story.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm anxious to hear some more about
Yeah, actually you submitted both, right? You submitted the full
The short film and the trailer. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we accepted the trailer. It's like 16, but it is fun. So is your first time directing?
No, my second time. I did direct another New Mexico short, like maybe 7 years ago. Yeah, it's been 7 years, and but this was my second time, and I was originally only just going to adapt this award-winning memoir by Rose Spader that you can find on Amazon, and she is a native New Mexican for several generations, and originally she hired me just to adapt the short film. But I just, as I got into it, I thought, well, maybe, I could direct it too. I could kind of visualize it in my head. So, and I read the book and I kind of had, ideas. So I ended up directing and co-producing as well.
When did you guys film the movie?
A couple years ago. It was in like February.
It was in New Mexico.
Yeah, everything was New Mexico. You had all crew in New Mexico and you filmed in New Mexico. That's something I read and I was like, yes.
Something that I loved about the movie, it was the fire pit or something, like that was there and then it wasn't there, the house. The transition between that, how do you guys do that?
That was done with our editor, Justin Golightly, who's now in Colorado, but he was originally here, and he got that effect. And it was one of our other crew members who, Barb Odell, who was our on-set photographer, she was driving. We shot a lot in Corrales, and she was driving, and we were looking for something like this, and she saw that, the fireplace that was just left from a house that had burnt down. And it was just perfect. And then it just kind of fit the other house, which was also in Corrales, which they call the Sears house, I think, because it was one of those Victorian houses that was brought on the railroad. And so that it just fit so perfectly. And then he did the special effects to show, how the house burnt down.
So there's two different locations.
That's kind of like a filmmaker's dream. It's like, did this just really happen? That's awesome. That's totally cool. I think for me, I love the costumes,
Oh, yeah.
They were beautiful, just so authentic. I mean, it was really remarkable.
And the transition from like 25 years ago, right? That was like 20 years ago.
Yes, it starts like kind of around 1910 when when Rose's parents met. And then it kind of flashes forward to when she's a little girl.
Yeah.
And it flashes, it starts out with, that is actually, I have to say this, that is actually Rose playing herself.
Really? Oh, I didn't realize that. That's cool.
A different actress, and who unfortunately came down with the flu. And so Rose did a great job of stepping in, and she had never acted before. So that is her that you see at the beginning talking to her great granddaughter. And she's telling the story of her family. So in the book is all the, mostly the women in her family, but it's, spans, several generations. And then, like I said, it goes to the 40s, and then we're back in the present day.
Well, it's remarkable.
Great acting. I really like the actors.
Yeah, it was, I mean, to capture all of that and make us believe that it was happening now. I mean, you did an amazing job.
Thank you. Well, I had a great cast and crew. They all did a wonderful job. The costumes and the set design was Tabitha Orr and Liz Dwyer.
Yeah, I immediately looked that up. Who was the costumer? Yeah, definitely.
Very talented. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The little girl killed me. She's so cute.
Yes. Wasn't she amazing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was the little girl? What was her name?
Deanna.
Yeah. Is she here?
Yeah, she's in Albuquerque. And what was great is that Kim Keegle, who played her grandmother, So actually, her great grandmother, she was playing somebody older. So she did a great job of working with Deanna before each take, because she's kind of scary. She's kind of scary, and so she had to tell her, that this is a game we're playing, and I really didn't have to do much there. They did a great job.
She's like 5, right? Like 5 years old or something?
Yeah, she's probably 5 now. I think she was around 3.
Yeah.
Wow. As playing Rose as the little girl, and then that was her mom, Lenore, who we had to find actors to play 2 different ages to play both her mom and dad. So
how long did it took you to do the whole project?
We filmed over 3 different weekends, and for example, the scene on the bus, that was one whole day. Was this, if you remember the scene on the bus where
whole day
she's walking down the aisle, and she tells the driver that she wants to go to Taos, not Albuquerque.
Yeah. No, that's actually fits better than Albuquerque.
So what are you working on now? Have you got a new project, or?
Well, I've got a lot of writing done during this time period, and Rose is looking for people to try and make this into a feature film or a limited series. So I am, maybe, like I said, I would love to talk to you about that.
Yeah, sure.
I'm working on revising an animated series that doesn't take place in New Mexico completely, but I did get a grant years ago when Governor Richardson had the New Visions grant, and it's called Time Travel Team. So it's an animated series, and I've connected with somebody who's a director who's worked for some of the bigger studios, and he has given me some great feedback. So I'm reworking at least the first 2 episodes and the pitch deck. That's the whole thing about as a writer, is you're not just always writing, you're always rewriting. And I also have a period, like a fantasy, kind of like Outlander, but a lot of it takes place during the French Revolution. And I love
that. That's I just feed off of that time period. It's like, yes, I want to do it.
Of course, again, period feature, of course, equals lots of money. So
of course it does. Yeah.
Then I'm talking to some people, and again, it's all who you know, and I think it needs to be probably shot in Europe, of course. So I'm trying to see what I can do there. But I think it would be a great film, and it shows like how things change, but again, things don't change.
Yeah. Well, I know COVID has been difficult on everyone, but it's also given the opportunity for us to work on things like finishing scripts and rewrites and that sort of thing.
And rewriting.
Right. Yeah, I know. I've done the budget for a project, and I've redone it probably, I look at it and then I look at it and I'm like, oh, I can't do this anymore. But that's what you do.
Yeah, you just keep tweaking until and then you have to learn when to stop tweaking.
I'm pretty much close to being there. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, it was nice to see you.
I really appreciate the recognition for this great Mexican story that hopefully one day, we can tell the whole story.